New York. What can I say except that I love it? Growing up in the South, I was shown a very specific version of this place on television and film. But to my great surprise, after living here for over a decade, I've discovered that there is so much more. My name is Allyshia, and I'm on a quest to show you a totally different side of New York and some hidden gems. So come on and get away with me, even if it's just for a day. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Getaway for a Day with Allyshia Renee, and let me tell you, I would be remiss if I didn't bring you guys along with me for one of the biggest New York State travel events, the New York Times Travel Show at the Javits Center. I'm telling you, we're going everywhere today. We're going to Africa, we're going to Asia, we're going to Australia, but you know I have to focus on my number one love, New York State travel. So come along guys, have some fun, and remember, travel is a way of life, not just a state of mind. So let's go. There's so much exploring to do here. I think the best way to tackle this treasure trove of traveling information is to visit the continents alphabetically. Oh, and I threw in the Caribbean separately, just because I can. So that means my first stop is in Africa. Dream of mine to visit Africa. As most African Americans, that's our dream. So tell me why I should pick Kenya as a destination.
You should actually think Kenya as a destination because we are unique as a people.
Okay.
Very friendly, very welcoming, very warm. If you think about tourism, we've got diversity. If you think about culture, we've got about 43 different tribes, but we all gel as one. So if you come to Kenya, you are able to see the diversity between the Samburu, the Maasai, the Kikuyu, the Kamba, all of us doing something different in our own way. If you think wildlife, we've got wildlife on the north, which is a different species with the central and with the south. So when we talk about the eighth wonder of the world, with the migration of the wildebeest, then Kenya is your destination. You come to Kenya between July and September, and that's when you see the wildlife. The wildebeest will be crossing the Mara River in their millions. It is just spectacular. That is something you should not miss out in this world. So Kenya is a good destination because we have a variety. We also do have the best coffee and tea.
Yes.
So yes, we do. Today you missed it out. We had it yesterday because we ran out of water, unfortunately. But that is something you shouldn't miss out in Kenya. When people come, they are able to visit the tea farms, the coffee farms. We are able to go and see the people in their villages and see what they are doing for themselves. The Maasais, when they jump up and down. The people who are doing the marathons, and we are known for that. So this is a country that got so much to offer. And we would be very excited if the market in the Americas would make Kenya their first stop in Africa. We have some necklaces. These are handmade by the Maasai people, which is beautiful. It is different. You are not going to see this anywhere else in the world. So it will be for sale at some point. You've got something like this again from the Maasai. And so, it's pretty. It's pretty. If you try it on, if you try it on your chest against black, it looks just gorgeous.
I love it.
Yeah. So when you do the visits to the communities, you are able to see them doing their actual work. We've got some baskets that are done by the Kikuyus that are handmade as well. We've got products like the kikois that we are putting on our tables, which are all different and beautiful. I think Kenya should be everybody's dream. It should be a one-time dream for all of us, I would say for all of us.
Go to Kenya. They sent the right representative for the country.
I think in case you tell me you're coming back and you get busy, you can keep that.
Oh, you're giving this to me?
Yes, you can keep that.
Okay.
All right.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. You have to know something. I'm from the South, from Alabama, so I have to give you a hug for this. Please. Oh my God, that's so sweet. You're gonna make me cry.
No, thank you.
That's so sweet. Thank you.
All right.
do it. We are here to present our destination as a destination which is not so far because it's a 6-hour flight, direct flight from JFK, and you can you can visit a different approach. You can if you are more interested by culture, you can visit imperial cities. If you are more interested by adventure, you can visit the Atlas Mountain, the desert, where most of American movies were shooted in this region. And Morocco is also gathering many other things like the north of Morocco, Tangier, which is very closer to at 15 kilometers from Spain. The people they can take a ferry to go to Morocco to visit the north of Morocco. There is some special cities like Essaouira, El Jadid, Mazagan, which are very Portuguese fortress, which were occupied by Portuguese in the 17th and 16th century. And Morocco is characterized by its diversity. You can, in one picture, you can find snow, desert, palms, green, everything in one picture. And you have many faces of Morocco. Each city has its special character and very diverse. I think these are appeals or why people they have to go to Morocco.
So you just told me something that I did not know, and I'm a little ashamed that I didn't know. 6-hour flight?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
my God.
it's closer to closer than California.
I see.
Yeah.
Now I have one last question. What is the food like in Morocco?
Food. If you came 1 hour before, we were offering couscous. The couscous is the famous one. You have pastilla. You have many dishes, and this is another face of our diversity. Everything is diverse. Our language, culture is diverse. Our language are diverse. Our food is diverse also. Everything is diverse. People are diverse. You can find each city, in each region, we can find different things.
Okay. Thank you so much for
You're
speaking
welcome.
with me. Okay guys, so this is a very special booth because I am planning to go to Japan this year, and I also work with a Japanese company, I can't say who, so I'm going to try something here, so don't laugh at me. Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Watashi wa Allyshia Hamilton desu.
My name is Tatsuya Matsumoto.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm actually learning Japanese. I can
Okay.
read hiragana and katakana.
Yeah.
So I came to you so you can tell me where else I should visit in Japan, because we know about Tokyo.
Yeah, okay. Please come to my city. It's a Saitama city. It's very close to the Tokyo, and it's famous for the bonsai. Actually, it's very babies bonsai, but actually we have the bonsai museum here. Yes, it's very close to Tokyo. 25 minutes by local train. For example, this tree almost 200 years old.
That true.
Yes, yes, and also this tree. It's so cool, right?
That is pretty.
Yeah, this tree is the white side is actually dead, but this brown side still alive.
Wait, this part is dead and this is alive.
Yeah, that's why it's still alive. Yeah, it's mixed.
Mixed.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Then the bonsai is so famous for the here. Yeah, that's why I'd like to promote this bonsai, and please come to my city.
Yeah, we love bonsai.
Okay.
In the US. I don't know, we love the bonsai tree. So what else could I experience if I came to, let's see,
Saitama City.
Saitama City.
Of course. My city is famous for these doors. Yeah, it's so cute, right? It's dogs.
And they're all hard like this? Or like
Yeah, this inside is wood actually. And if you come to my city, yeah, you can make it like a workshop. You can experience that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Show them so we can come to your city and make these.
Yes.
Wow, and there's like a workshop you sign up for
Right,
it?
exactly.
Oh, okay.
And also you can learn bonsai also. There is a like a school. You can learn how to make it, how to keep it.
And would I be able to take my bonsai with me? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so-
That sounds like a plan to me.
Yes.
And
So-
how hard would it be to navigate as an English speaker in
Yeah.
Saitama?
Yes, there is an interpreter, so you can learn how to bonsai in English, so you don't worry about it.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you
I
so much.
appreciate it.
Thank you. ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございます。
Yes.
So I made it all the way to the other side of the world, to Australia.
You did. G'day, mate. How you doing?
G'day, mate. See, that's authentic. I'd be like, g'day, mate. How are you
It's
doing?
not too bad.
Not
Yeah,
too bad?
You're getting there. Yeah.
Okay. This is Sarah, everybody. And Sarah, what I want to know is what do we need to do to get to Australia? Because it's so far away.
It is a long way away, but from LA, it's only 14 hours, which I know sounds like a lot, but most of the flights are at night. So have something to eat, sleep, then arrive in the morning in Australia.
So leave New York, go to LA, and then fly over.
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. So what can I expect if I come to Australia for the first time?
Well, I guess for most people, Sydney's the most iconic place. So the Harbour Bridge is somewhere that people like to see, the Opera House, but it's also famous for like its beaches and like the Great Barrier Reef. So lots of snorkeling, lots of beaches, lots of beautiful wineries, lots of beautiful people. So yeah.
Beautiful people.
Yeah.
Since we're on that subject, you know, you guys have a lot of beautiful actors
We do. Yes,
from there.
yes,
Hugh Jackman, the Hemsworth brothers.
Yes.
Now I prefer Chris.
I think I'm a Liam girl. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, do the other men look like that? I'm scared.
Some of them do. Yeah. Yeah. You got your typical surf boys that walk around just in their board shorts around in the surfer crowd. It's very, very nice. Yeah. Yeah.
So what I want to know is, what about the hidden secrets of Australia? Because
Yeah.
everyone knows about Sydney, but can you tell me a couple of places that maybe someone from the U.S. may want to visit that's off the beaten path?
Yeah, sure. So I think South Australia is a really great place to go. Like places like Kangaroo Island, where you've got the Galapagos of wildlife of Australia. So they're all in their natural environments. You get to see your kangaroos, your seals, your koalas. So you get that true, authentic wildlife experience. They've also got some great wineries there. So if you like your wine, your red wines, the Barossa Valley is a fantastic place to go. So yeah.
And what would be the best time to visit? Now, is it true that when it's winter here, it's summer there?
It is. So at the moment, it's the middle of summer. So we've got some very nice weather. So if you're looking to get out of that New York winter weather, then it's a great place to go. So
I'm sorry that you're here in our cold, cold weather.
oh, it's fine. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you so much. I hope you enjoy your stay in New York. You're
Thank
a long
you.
way from home.
Yes.
So I hope you've had a good time here. Thank you so much. for
You're
coming.
welcome.
Okay, guys, so you know I couldn't do a piece about travel in New York or the surrounding areas without covering the Caribbean. And we're here with Grenada, because I said Grenada with my country self, and they're going to tell us about their beautiful country, these beautiful outfits, and these beautiful ladies. So please introduce yourselves and tell us about Grenada.
Okay, well, I'm Francine Stewart, and I'm the marketing manager for Grenada. And we're pure Grenada, the spice of the Caribbean.
Grenada is known for its spices and its waterfalls and its beaches and its adventure and romance, and I can keep going on and on. And of course, the reason you're here is because of these lovely girls dressed in costume. We have one of the best carnivals in the Caribbean. It's in August, the second weekend of August, and this is how we typically dress for Carnival. It's a 2-week-long episode, but it culminates on Monday and Tuesday of the second week of August, where we dress in what we call pretty masks, right? And we enjoy the streets for 2 days long.
2 days?
2 days, yes. Well, we get some rest in between, but yes.
Okay, so I am from the South, and I don't know much about Grenada. So if I'm a first-time visitor, let's say it's not during Carnival, what would you recommend that I do? What itinerary and what time should I come?
Well, first of all, Grenada is great all year round. Okay, so there's no great time, it's all year round. If you're from the South, typically you will come through Atlanta with Delta Airlines. Our airport, we're very small in size. We're only 144 square kilometers. And everything is in close proximity. So you can go from the beach to the waterfalls in less than half an hour. You can get a tour around the island in literally a day. Our amazing chocolate rum, we're known for our cocoa, our spices. So typically you can get a bean to bar tour and learn all about how we grow our cocoa and learn about how we go from cocoa to bar, which is our chocolate.
Wait, so I don't drink, but I heard cocoa, and I am a chocoholic. Yes. So for someone who doesn't drink, do you have, give me?
Yeah, we have 4 chocolate factories, and it's pure chocolate. 4.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So we have all varieties of chocolate. You can get your dark chocolate, which is rich in nature, or you can get a 60%, or you can get chocolate that is infused with our spices, or nutmeg and cinnamon and ginger. Yes, it's great.
And I can get that here in New York somewhere?
We do have some distribution in Grenada and in New York, but the best thing is to come to Grenada.
Come to Grenada.
Grenada is also, we have 2 sister islands called Carriacou and Petit Martinique. So you don't just come to Grenada, you can get a ferry over to Carriacou and Petit Martinique, and they're very well known for sailing, yachting, snorkeling, diving. They have some of the best diving in the world. Yep. We are known for our underwater sculpture park as well, so which you can snorkel or dive. So we have the first underwater sculpture park in the world. Yes, so if you love underwater, we're great for that as well.
Thank you so much for telling me about Grenada. Now, I need to see these ladies do a little modeling of the outfits because they're beautiful. Now, I can't wear these outfits. What could I? Me? No, I don't know.
For every size.
Every size.
Yes.
Well,
We have high waist panties,
Oh,
low
yes.
waist, full like mannequin. So there's for all sizes.
Yes.
Okay, well, you ladies look adorable. Can I say that?
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. Now, I'm going to move on to the next spot, but the chocolate is still going to be in my mind.
And we have chocolate for South.
The special chocolate.
It's smooth too.
Wait, are there spices in this?
Yes.
I can taste it. Oh my God, it's like the Caribbean Willy Wonka.
Yes.
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 Caribbean.
They said if Willy Wonka had an island, it would be Grenada.
I like. Oh. Mm. Yeah, this is good. So silly. Al from Bologna was a hoot to chat with. Here he explains what happens on his Italian food tours.
Off to a Parmigiano Reggiano factory just in time to see the cheesemakers pouring the milk into the caldrons for the cooking. So from the milk to the cheese, step by step. And like this close to the producers, if you want to poke on the producer's shoulder and say the guy looks like Tom Hanks, you can. You need to feel like at home. After which breakfast, tiny little Italian breakfast, Parmigiano Reggiano tasting, Lambrusco wine 9 o'clock in the morning, mortadella, salame, focaccia, coffee croissant, traditional balsamic vinegar of Modena, century-old traditions. Nyam, 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 nyam. Wait a sec. Then you have the tasting, 12 and 25 years old of age products.
Really?
New tasting with some ricottina freshly made at the Parmigiano Reggiano factory. It's not over yet. Prosciutto factory, prosciutto production, step by step. You don't actually see them killing the animal. You just see the prosciutto is made, so cured meat, big tasting, aperitivo, more wine, more prosciutto. Finally, light lunch. minimum a couple hours time lunch, tons of food, liters of wine, food coma. Back in events, your driver will drive you back where you're staying while you're in a food coma like this.
That wasn't lunch before?
No,
Oh my.
that was just the food experience, because we also can do the wine experience for you. It's a whole day in 3 organic wineries with Eleonora, Italian sommelier, so Italian style tasting, not one glass, one sip, go away. One bottle, finish the bottle, then you can go. 3 wineries, 3 tastings before lunch. Then lunch with wine pairings. Then food coma, again private drive.
You guys must be the happiest people in the world.
I actually am the happiest man in the world. As you can see from my dancing.
I can see from your dancing.
Some vibes, yeah.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
Thank
for
you so
telling
much.
me about the food tour.
Can I hug you?
Okay, you can hug me. Okay. All right, guys, go to Bologna.
Bologna, Emilia Romagna, Bologna.
Thank you. Okay, so you guys just saw that awesome interview. Here is the lady that can put that together for you, Annie. Tell us a little bit, real quick, tell us about how you put together these food tours.
Well, I like to eat and I like to travel and I like to drink lots of wine. So I started a 9-day food tour to Italy. We start in the Amalfi Coast. We shove you full of limoncello, wine, mozzarella cheese. Then we roll you up to Florence, where we do cooking classes. You learn how to make pasta. Do you know how to make pasta?
Not from scratch.
Oh, see, she needs to come with me so she can learn how to make pasta.
I would love to.
The real stuff. And then we go to Bologna because, like Alessandro said, you can't go to Italy and not go to Bologna. You got to be crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
And that's where you end the food tour.
That's where we end our food tour. So we do 9 days of eating, drinking, relaxing, private boat tours of Capri, staying on a vineyard, 85 hectares of happiness. Come join us.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I need to go join them. All right, guys.
I'm expecting to see you in Italy, May,
All right.
September. May, September. Which one are you going to come on?
May-tember.
May. I like her.
All right, thank you,
You're
Annie.
welcome.
Have a good one.
Wait, I want to hug you.
Oh, all this love. All right, guys, we're gonna go to the next spot. Peace. Please, Janet, tell us about the one-day getaways.
One-day getaways. You can do so many things on Long Island. In one day, come visit our Gold Coast area. Come to Old Westbury Gardens. And from there, head into Oyster Bay, which is a lovely town, great area for finding lunch at any price point. And head over to Sagamore Hill, Teddy Roosevelt's home. Take a tour of the house. The gardens, if you have your dog, bring him with you, it's okay. After that, continue along. Let's get one more home in. How about Cohall in the planting fields, right in Oyster Bay. Beautiful. You can see the flowers. You can walk the gardens, and you can enjoy seeing Cohall, which is a beautiful mansion, all set and ready for you to visit. That's a one-day trip. It's lovely and easy to do.
My main question is, how do we get there? Because there's a misconception that once you leave the city, you have to have a car. But I know that you guys have those LIRR getaways.
We have LIRR getaways. The Long Island Railroad puts away a number of getaways. They have not got them printed at this date. We'll be having them soon. They get you to our beaches. A very easy one out of the city, of course, is to just take the train to Long Beach. And the LIRR getaway to Long Beach is the most reasonable way to do. It combines train and beach. It's wonderful. You'll love it. And they offer, when you get off the train, they give you a whole packet of coupons to all the restaurants and all the good things. Very nice. Save money. It's a great way to do it. But the getaways go out to the Hampton. They don't go to the Hamptons. They go out to the North Fork, usually to the Riverhead area. And Riverhead runs a trolley sometimes, usually during the busy season, to bring you right through the vineyards. I mean, there's only so much driving and drinking you can do on your own. I mean, it is limited. So if you're driving, you can't do too much. You have to have a limitation.
Exactly.
But there are many things you can do. And our South Shore offers you many great things to see and do in the marine area, and every single thing you want to do on water. All types of boating, surfing, canoeing, paddleboarding, anything.
Well, you said it all. Thank you. And I'm coming. You said I could come?
You better.
I'm coming.
Okay.
I will see you. Thank you
You'll
so
come.
much.
Thank you. Thanks for stopping.
You know, I didn't think this travel show could get any better, but then it did. Meet Kelly Edwards, host of Travel Channel's Mysterious Islands. She is a total baddie. I mean, she flies planes, she's a scuba diver, and she even does some spelunking. She's been all over the world, but I wanted to get her take on local travel for those of us who may not be quite ready to travel internationally.
First of all, it's important for us to stick with our roots and know where we live in America. So many people don't leave their city blocks, their city. You can get in a car and drive an hour and be completely blown away by what you see. I think when people don't leave their immediate area, it kind of entraps their mind and entraps their way of living. I think it's just so important to just get out and go, and it doesn't have to be with a passport out of the country. It could be right in your home state, a city or two over, and I just think that that's invaluable. I grew up taking road trips with my parents, and that opened up a whole world for me. A stretch of a freeway can take you through mountains, through desert, through snow, to ocean, and it's just incredible. And I think it's very important for us to do it as young people, older people who have never traveled. Don't forget about your grandfolks. Maybe they've never been anywhere. Take them with you somewhere. And the little children, because the little children are the ones who turn into adults, who will in turn take their children, and then the cycle continues, and we just grow and we get further and further out. And I just think it's very important to just start here in order to just see the rest of the world.
Well, there you have it. The official word on local travel from the first Black woman to have a show on the Travel Channel. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. I know I had a good time and I'm ready to travel. So grab those passports and get to packing. And even if you don't have a passport, go get a train ticket and get away, even if it's just for a day. See y'all next time. Bye.